Okay, so it's another Thursday night and we are live on YouTube. In this episode I'm going to be building the Stonehorn from the Beast Claw Raiders Start Collecting set. I'm going to be doing a Frost Lord on the Stonehorn for my Path to Glory warband. So, as always, give it a little time just for people to come in and I can share the old stream onto our Facebook page. If it wants to load. So let's do this while people are coming in. Same old drill every week. Hopefully people can hear me okay. Just shout in the chat if you can. So there we go. So yeah, building the Stonehorn today. Jay Thomas is here. Hello. I'll show off my Mournfang as they are now completed. Some of you might have seen them on our Instagram page. For those who haven't, I will show them very shortly once we just get a few more people in. I need to find the instruction booklet for this as well. Yeah. Sounds like I'm fine. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. Oh, the instruction booklet's like literally down there, so that's fine. So let's get the sprues ready for the Stonehorn. And I will just, that's his base. There's a lot of loose bits in the bottom of this box. So yeah, the Mournfang from last week. As I say, I've posted pictures on our Instagram. They're not brilliant pictures. I will get some better ones taken, but they are now complete, and I'll show them off on cam. I'll show them off now. I'll probably show them off again later once more people jump in, but for the few already here. And the lighting's still a bit terrible, but this is about the best I can do. Come on. So yeah, they are now complete. I might freehand some extra tattoos and stuff on the ogres if I get time, but yeah, really happy with how these came out. I do need to freehand a logo onto the banner. Apart from that, I'm calling them done. No doubt I'll have more to do later on in the Path to Glory campaign. Another one here with a two-handed weapon. I did a little like tattoo on his shoulder. I am finally the banner man. Can't even get him all in shot. Really nice models. Good fun to paint. Really enjoyed doing them. I may do a tutorial for ogre skin. I was a bit stylized with the dark recesses, but that's how I like to do them. We haven't really done many videos lately, so I think I need to do some more painting tutorials. Thank you. I'm really chuffed with them. So hopefully, I'll just put them to one side for now. Hopefully the Stonehorn can will look equally as nice. Peter Nicholas is here. Hello. Greetings from Bar. I do like the Blood Angels. So, Beast Claw Raiders. I mean, it might only be 5 miniatures in the Start Collecting box, but they are some big ones. But I did quite well. Obviously, last week I was painting the Mournfangs themselves. So, you know, to get them pretty much done in a week, I'm quite chuffed with that. My plan is to do the same with Stonehorn. I'm going to be away the weekend after next, so it's probably going to be a good couple of weeks before we start the Path to Glory anyway. But I still want to get these done. So this is where I spent ages trying to find what bit's which on the sprues. That looks like a number 2. Yeah, that's a number 2. So yeah, how is everyone this evening? What are you guys working on, if anything? And of course, feel free to email me at the address down below. And who knows where the chat will take us this week. So you have 5 and a 7. Stonehorn is like one of my favourite miniatures. I used to have one, but never got around to painting it, and then I sold it. It's kind of a bugger, really. I do want to add some stuff to its base at some point. Have you heard of Killbox Games? No, I haven't. So I'm looking for number 5. This thing down here. Possibly on next week's show, I'll be painting some of this up. If it's not complete by then. But there's plenty to do. They're making official licensed minis based on the work of Frank Frazetta. If you know his work, you'll want these miniatures. I'll have to check that out. I'm not familiar with his work off the top of my head, but could be something that I've already seen and not realised who it's by. There's just so much nice stuff coming out, isn't there? We'd like to cover more games on the channel, which lately we haven't had time to actually film anything. It's been busy. But we have reached one of the stretch goals on our Patreon, so I'm thinking for the next stretch goal, we may spend some of that money on maybe hiring someone to do the odd video for us. Be quite cool. Classic illustrator from the 60s and 70s, cool. I'll watch this video back later and check it all out. Mad Code Crazy says, "Bar, I'm late." But you're not that late. You're only like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. You haven't missed much. Peter Nicholas has just started a Slaughter Priest. Nice. They're pretty tasty. We are pretty decent in the game. So I'll just try and glue this leg on. There we go. You should send out the email 15 minutes before you start streaming. Well, I don't really send out any email, I'll just stick an update on Facebook. It's the same time every week. And have a countdown timer. Yeah, I don't really know how to do that. I know you can schedule it and stuff, but yeah, I must look into doing all that. Still, you don't miss much at the start of the show. A hair-lipped one will be A1 Ammoth version Slaughter Priest. Yeah, because there's two miniatures for them, isn't there? I'm sorry, not seeing much on hair. Ed would say, why no more Halo Fleet battles? Yeah, we get asked that a lot. I don't own anything by in regards to Halo Fleet battles. We get asked it a lot, so I am very tempted to one day just buy some fleets. and then we'll do some more. But J-Mac used to do them for us, but he doesn't play it no more. He doesn't have any miniatures. There wasn't actually, you know, me, Wayne and Jab mainly do the channel these days, and it wasn't really us who did any of the Halo videos. We did a Ground Command one, and I've still got a Ground Command stuff, and I do want to get some more stuff for it, but just time. I was saying a little while ago, it'd be nice if we got if we reach the next stretch goal on Patreon, it'd be nice to get some people to make videos for us, and maybe we'll find someone to make some Halo videos for us, I don't know. But yeah, they're very popular, but I was quite reluctant to do any more Halo, but I think there's enough demand for it that we'll probably have to start doing some more in the future. But as of right now, we don't have any miniatures for it apart from the Ground Command stuff. The hell's the number 4? So yeah, this video will probably be me staring blankly at sprues looking for numbers of bits that I can't find. You'd hope it'd be on the same sprue as the rest of the body. There you are. Oh, so Mad Cow got his skulls, plants and vines today. Nice. Yeah, I've ordered some. Hopefully I'll get them when they're released. The plants and vines are actually really bendy. Would have loved them to make chains of different girth from bendy plastic. Then again, copper chain is like £5 for 9 meters. Yeah, it's cheap enough to buy, isn't it? I've got a load. But yeah, that'd have been a good idea as well. You get 340 skulls, so if you're looking for skulls, I think these are the cheapest on the market. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they're cheaper than the old sack of skulls what secret weapon do. And they're plastic as well, so. Yeah, we probably won't be selling many skulls on Bitzbox now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them. I mean, that's enough skulls to last you a long time. Jay Thomas is working on 5 Plague Marines and a bloat drone. And Peter Nicholas says those Plague Marines are taking me an age to get done. Oh yeah, I know. Mine took ages and I've still got loads to do. Also, I've just been focused on the Beast Claw Raiders so far. I want to let that dry for a little bit. So I've got a bit of plastic card down here. If you've watched our video, for sort of behind the scenes video, then you know that I just take photos of bits from on the site just on a bit of plastic card. I actually got some new plastic cards, some nice clean plastic card to take photos on. Bear with me. There we go. I wonder if Corn has ordered any. Yeah, they'll probably sold out because Corn bought a lot. You can make a very cool skull throne now. Skulls everywhere. So interesting thing happened to me today. I accidentally clipped a bit of my finger. I don't know if you can really see it on there, but that line there went straight into it with the clippers. Took some of the nail, so I had to trim the nail down as well. So yeah, perks of the job. It's only the sort of 5th time I think I've done that in about 10 years of doing this. That's pretty good going. Well, that's like 10 years, almost 11 years now. Crazy. Yeah, 82 human, 42 cracked human, 12 cracked no jaw human, 6 no jaw hole in head human, 86 no jaw human. You also get 15 human jaws. You see the new AOS Start Collecting boxes. Yes, I'm very excited about them actually. The Death Rattle one will be very good for us. If we want to sell skeletons and Black Knights, we can sell them pretty easily. And I quite like the 4 wizards as well. I'm going to buy a couple of them so we can restock the wizard. So yeah, them boxes are really good for us. Probably be buying quite a few. Any box what has stuff that we stock, like in all of it, then definitely going to pick up them, I think. So I'll just give this a little time to dry while I cut out the next bit. And start putting this bad boy together. Yeah, they're very cool. Hopefully GW will do a lot more boxes like that in the future. Quite like the Beastman one actually. Tempted to pick it up to add to my chaos. We'll see. I got enough to be getting on with for now. So that goes on there somehow. There's a little bit of the back that needs cut off. Yeah, I'll have to move the camera over a little bit, come this way. If it wants to stay. You just see better what I'm doing. I normally have it over there just so I don't nudge into it, but you can come a bit closer tonight. Most realistic skeletons on the market are the ones from Wargames Factory. You get 30 for around 15 to 18 euros. Super realistic, but also means glue joints are extremely small, so they break easily. Yeah, I'm familiar with them actually. I think we briefly sold some stuff from Wargames Factory. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind picking some up just for like to use on terrain and stuff. It's quite good. I think they're going to be around the same price as for warband. The warband boxes. I can't even recall how much they are. I'm guessing they're going to be like £25–30. I'll put this over here. I'm not painting. So there we go, it fits together quite nicely actually. Wargames Factory are actually the first company on the market to offer plastic human females. They're zombie vixens. As a sisters player, that's both funny and sad at the same time. Yeah. It's a strange one, isn't it, plastic sisters? Because GW know there's a demand out there for them. So that's a 13. That's a 12, not a 12, not a 13, 14. Harry says, hi guys, I'm in Greece for vacation. Nice. Hope your weather's good. I really miss the hobby. I started to make models out of matches. Yeah, I mean, last time we went away... Hello, oh, there we go. Just drop that. Last time we went away, we're still in this country, so it wasn't too bad. I just took a load of stuff to build. And I'm going to do the same next week. We're just going away for a long weekend, so I wouldn't really disrupt the site. And should still have a live show next week. But I'll take some stuff to build then as well. Just in case I get time to do it. To myself to do anything, so... It's like 11 models in the Death Rattle box, 4 in the Beastmen box. I thought it was more in the Death Rattle box. I thought it was 10 skeletons and 5 knights. I'll have to have a look at that again. Pie box, Harry, you'll thank yourself. Yeah. We have seen companies that have been completely funded by offering female models. Raging Heroes and Kingdom Death are the most known, and they've both received millions on Kickstarter. Yeah, I mean, Raging Heroes, that is that's basically their business, isn't it? Kingdom Death, not as much, because they do offer some other really awesome miniatures that aren't females. But, yeah. Yeah, there's a huge gap in the market, definitely. Yeah, GTR would be very late to the party. Try and steal customers from stores or model ranges that sell well. Yeah, let everyone else test for water for them so they don't have to spend the money doing so. So, where is that? What's there? Is that the article on Warhammer Community? It's there somewhere. It can be a bit of a bugger to navigate, can't it? So Peter Nicholas has sent a picture of his Plague Marine so far, and let's get that up on the screen, shall we? And give us a moment. It'll probably have to be resized and rotated and such, but we'll have a look while I do these legs. So here's some Plague Marines, and they will be rotated. Bear with. Hey. So these are Peter Nicholas. That was Peter Nicholas, wasn't it? Yep. There's Plague Marines. Looking good so far. I like the sort of pinky purpley colour on the hood. Good contrast there. Yeah, they come along nicely. Really good. Very nagly. Yeah, they do take ages, these miniatures, because there's just so much detail on them. Did you get your rhinos finished? That guy from Mantic said GW could have priced them out of business long ago, but because GW are so anal about their prices, Mantic thrived. Not sure if Mantic are still relevant nowadays, though. Well, that's the thing. I mean, GW are thriving now, so... I mean, the old GW... You know, they're a different monster altogether. I mean, their prices will always still be on the higher side, but... They're doing a lot better now, so that's something. I hope you don't sue me for using your Magnus on the Instagram page. No, I said you can use whatever you wanted, so it's all good. We're on the second page. Speaking of female models, the Killbox minis have some really nice female models. Vampirella and Dijorophoros. Will the lawsuit against GW stick? No. That's crazy. All that's achieved is given Bella Lost Souls and Spiky Bits loads of traffic. It's the only thing that lawsuit's going to achieve. Just nonsense. Did you see that AOS trailer with the female AOS model and the Nurgle guy on Plague Beast? Was that the one? Was that the one today? I did see that Nurgly one today. Didn't realise how spiky they were until I started doing painting. Oh yeah, if something's chaotic, you just stick spikes, skulls and top knots on it. That's the definition of evil in 40k. Yeah, I guess it's like another one of them little mini board game things. Sort of based around Nurgle and Stormcast. Harry says, did you prime a model before assembling? That's new. No. This is all just bare plastic. That's what it's gonna look like. Big giant gorilla at the moment. Yeah, it's on the Age of Sigmar Facebook page. Since when did top knots become evil? Since GW said so. That's crazy, isn't it? Although you do see them less and less these days, which is something. Well, I guess maybe they were going for that Genghis Khan style for chaos. So. There's just a little bit of back leg that I've missed. So, I don't know if I want to glue this to its base or not, because I might stick some runes and stuff underneath. So I'm probably going to leave him off his base. Yeah, I know you can't post web links in the chat, but if you'd like to do spaces, so if you do know the web page for that Killbox minis, that'd be quite cool. Or if they got a Facebook or something. Sweet. So, number 3. There you go, killboxgames.com. I shall certainly check them out later. I mean, I've got so many minis to do. And not just from 40k and Age of Sigmar as well, I've still got some Walking Dead stuff to do. I've still got some Super Dungeon Explore stuff that I haven't finished. And I've backed a Kickstarter for Vanguard of War, which is coming soon, hopefully. And Carnivale I've backed as well. I've got loads of random more display stuff as well. I've got some Kingdom's Death stuff I need to do at some point, but yeah, just looking around, there's so much. I haven't even finished my Caradron Overlords. Ugh. Harry says, love your behind the scenes video. Good. I know videos haven't been that popular lately. I've only had a few hundred views on most of them, but I like to do more behind the scenes stuff, but not much really happens apart from me cutting stuff off sprues and bagging up orders. That's about it. And there's the photos as well. So his head looks nice and complicated. Okay. That's going to be the other sprue. Or one of the other sprues. I love the horns on this thing though. Yeah, that'd be a great video, wouldn't it? It would basically be this, but without me chatting. It's all like fantasy stuff. I don't mind fantasy stuff. Usually $10, $20/30 for plastic, resin and metal. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm just staring blankly at this again. 61 and 60. That seems to be these. But yeah, I don't know, that could be interesting actually, because I'm normally watching something when I'm cutting stuff up. I watched the leaked episode of Game of Thrones yesterday while I was cutting some stuff up. That's fun. That sound was the sound of Peter Nicholas sending the Rhino and Vindicator tanks over. This is the latest picture of them. They're looking pretty good. We'll get them up on the screen. Stream if your YouTube account for long. Yeah, that's it. It was good though. Game of Thrones has got me given me a good idea for a little project which I will be sharing on the channel. Essentially I'm going to be doing a dragon. I'll get it in shot. And I'm going to have it like breathing fire. Let's get it in the little cam. So if you imagine like fire coming out of his mouth, attaching to a base. I know people have done it before, but I thought why not, that'd be quite cool. Do a little video on how to do that. Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to it, to be honest. Peter Nicholas, like, don't know what else would be in the series if it was. We need more ideas for videos. Obviously bat reps are easy enough to do. When it comes to like other videos, painting videos and that, always open for suggestions. It's the bat reps where all the views are, but just finding time to do them. Cool, I'll have to check that Necron flyer out. So here are the... don't cover the chat, do we? Come on, let me resize you. I'll resize it when it decides it wants to let me. What are you doing? No, that's moving the camera around. For some reason it doesn't want to select that. There we go. So these are Peter Nicholas sent these tanks. You sent me a picture last week, but we didn't share it. So what to wait for them to get a bit further along the line, and they're looking pretty good now, almost finished. Again, very nurgly. I must get round to doing my rhinos at some point. Yeah, let's look for that Necron flyer. I've pretty much decided how I'm going to do the flame effect. He did amazing versions of Conan, John Carter, Red Sonja, etc. One of his most famous pieces is called Death Dealer, It's a big guy on a horse, you've probably seen it somewhere. But true, they're not going to be great models for army building. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I may have come across the stuff. I actually have a little art page on Instagram where I share sort of loads of different sort of pieces of artwork. I don't think I shared any of his though, but probably come up. It was that sort of fantasy sort of style. How to rebase miniatures. Could be an idea. I don't know if I have any what need rebasing. It's not a bad idea though, especially for those who have square base stuff lying around. But I'm really not sure if I do, but I could always whack something on a square base maybe. So, what's next? 63. Right, now I'm going to need that. Seriously, half the time of building is looking for stuff on the sprues, I swear. That'd be boring. Pop them in off the old base and go up to a new one. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. If you just cut the miniature off, I recommend probably then gluing with super glue rather than plastic glue again, but so the headpieces, are they on here? Don't think so. They must be on here then. That's a 63. Need that bit next. We'll have his tongue as well. I expect the bat reps are routine for you guys to make, but they're fun to watch. Oh yeah, they're easy enough to make. It's just finding the time to do it, and we just haven't had time lately. You know, other videos where it's just me, that's easy enough because I can just film them in an afternoon or something if I get the time. But with a bat rep, you've got to arrange it, and everyone's got to be free, even if it's just 2 of you. And because we're going to be doing it at weekends as well, so I'd love to sort of get one a week out, and we sort of did briefly for a little while. Bitzbox said I enjoyed the narrative of the Shadow War bat reps. I'm a fan of skirmish games anyway, but adding a personal touch keeps my interest peaked. Well, you could be in luck then, because we're going to be doing this Path to Glory, which is what this guy will be in, so there'll be a little maybe sort of narrative and stuff for that. We're actually going to have people, our Patreons and some of our subscribers, to actually vote on what miniatures and stuff we're going to add to our warbands. So a little bit of viewer interaction with that as well. We do want to do another narrative campaign for 40k as well. We want to try and get that out before the end of the year. So you'll have some narrative there. Yeah, we have lots planned, it's just finding the time to do it. Still like to do some Rumble Slam at some point as well. It's got a nice Bitzbox ring that we can use. I don't know how popular the game is at the moment. I won't mind doing some Malifaux at some point, because I love Malifaux. But just finding times to do it, and it's 40k and Age of Sigmar stuff what seems to be most popular at the moment. And of course, we'll probably do Halo again one day. I wouldn't rule it out. But for that, I would have to just buy ready painted fleets. Oh, I don't know which one's which for these now. Neither actually seem like they fit properly. Going up, it's going down. So I would say goes like that. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you definitely got a point there, Harry, about doing sort of more beginner style videos. Because obviously everyone starts somewhere. None of my sort of hobby videos are really aimed at people who have been painting for a while. Because I don't consider myself like a professional or an expert on painting. Just I have my own style and I just sort of run with it. There are many better painters than me on YouTube, that's for sure. Where the hell does this go? Aha. Jay Thomas says, okay, now got pink and purple technicals left to paint. I'd say that carefully. My last squad of Plague Marines for now will be done. Cool. Well, it shouldn't take too long. Sorry, I'll have a habit of whistling sometimes. I'll stop. You're going to be doing Necromunda when it drops? I'd say so. I absolutely love the Escher gang. Always been a fan of them, so I certainly will pick some up. Yeah, maybe some new inspiration for Blandjitsu. Yeah, I mean, my second Blandjitsu warband would fit in very well in Necromunda, so I'm probably going to end up using them in that. They were originally going to just be converted up to be like GNC and Occult, but I think they might work well in Necromunda. Yeah, there's a couple of pictures out, as Bexak said, 2 from Clan Escher and 2 from Clan Goliath. I mean, they're awesome, they're really awesome miniatures. But yeah, well, I'm definitely going to be picking it up, so I should imagine you'll see some videos on that. Okay, not much to clean up on these horns, which is really cool. Okay, so there's its head. One thing I love about this miniature is just their massive horns. So yeah, it's going to look quite cool on there. Just give that a little moment to dry. I have no idea what colour I'm going to do this guy. Maybe brown to match for Mournfang. We shall see. And we need to have a tail, so we'll do that while the head dries. I'm hoping I just get him built with his Ogre Rider, and I'm going to do a Frost Lord with a spear, as that's all you can arm them with. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys get on in the Path to Glory. They hit very hard in combat, but they have literally, well, virtually no range. Say literally, there's one pistol. Yeah, I quite like the idea of more reddish in the brown. I'll make it slightly different to stand out from them. We need massive shields as well. I really like the Thunder Tusk as well. I'll probably end up having one of them in the warband. But the Path to Glory book basically tells you how you have to build your start collecting boxes, and it's told me I must do a Frostlord on Stonehorn with a squad of 4 Mournfang. So that's going to sit on there. Just a tiny little bit off there. And for those who came in a bit later, I'll show off the Mournfang again. I'm quite happy with them. Just get these bits glued on here. Peter Nicholas says he collected so many of the old games, but have since sold them, apart from Escher. Awesome. Yeah, I wish I had some of the old miniatures. The old Escher models are beautiful. So yeah, for those who came in late, how the Mournfang cavalry are looking. Well, they're now done. Just musician. We have the champion, can't remember what he's called now. There are photos on our Instagram page, but they're not very good ones at the moment. Well, I'll put some better ones on. One guy with a 2-handed weapon. And lastly, we have a Bannerman. And I'm just going to, I will freehand a little marking or something on the banner. But yeah, really happy with how these came out. Took me just over a week, start to finish. Luckily I managed to have quite a bit of time over the weekend to paint, which is quite nice. Makes a change. But yeah, that's the Mournfang, really happy with them. Of course, once we start filming for Path to Glory, Peter Nicholas says there's a lovely mini, almost worth buying just to own one. What mini? What, this one? With Mournfang? I'm lost. Let's glue this bad boy's head on. So I actually finished on that page as well. So next it's all about building the saddle and the Frostlord. Narrator, so when is the size comparison video out for patrons? What size comparison? I need to do some more videos for patrons, whether it be early access ones or... No, we've just been very quiet for the last couple of weeks. I don't really know where I can put this guy where he won't, his head won't fall off. How about you sit in there? You sit there? Oh, the guy building up right now. He's quite large actually. So all Ogre Kingdom models mounted in the new edition. No, you still have all your general ogres, but in the Beast Claw Raiders it's mainly mounted models, but not all of them. Not all of them. There's a HQ guy on foot, and then you got like the Frost Sabers and the Yetis, they're all on foot. But there's no squads of ogres on foot. It would have been nice if they just had more of the other stuff. So I'm just going to let him dry for a bit and we can get the saddle built up. So, 1718, which might be on our original sprue. Indeed they are. You could convert some Yetis because they are ugly. They are horrible models, aren't they? They're hideous. But I have actually got some because I bought the big box. Because it'll just be easier for me to add stuff out of that big box. When we start expanding. So I'll actually have some of the genuine Yetis. But yeah, they are horrible, aren't they? They're so bad. I wouldn't mind having something else for the what are they? Frost Savers. Oh, I wouldn't mind doing some wolves or something. I'm wondering if Peter Nicholas is a bit behind. So I actually have it playing on the live thing as well, and that always ends up going behind for me. Dayton says if you decide to do a painting video on another Victorian, I suggest the Gloomin Lords. Yeah, I'm sure that someone else actually did a video on how to paint them. Somewhere on YouTube, because I've seen it on my suggestions. I wouldn't mind doing some other Victorian, but they do take a long time to film. I can see why, like me, Wargaming and Warhammer TV mainly do like little quick tips and stuff. However, painting entire miniatures do seem more popular. So Harry is off. Catch you later. Enjoy your holiday. Okay. So that goes on there. Sweet, okay. Yeah, so in the big box of ogres, you actually get another 2 of these. So I'll definitely do one as a Thunder Tusk. We have these really annoying, it's like sort of skulls on rope and stuff that goes in between. I may actually not put them on because they'll probably be quite flimsy. That said, we have sort of rope on here which sort of goes to nothing. We'll see. If it breaks off, it breaks off. Hey, it hasn't broke. Sometimes you'll get bits like this, sort of like rope and chain and stuff. 9 times out of 10 they break. It's very flimsy. So that, So this will be interesting. Trying to get this bit of rope in there. Oh boy. TW don't make things easy. J. Thomas says the Horse Heresy channel did a tutorial on that scheme and I watched it according to my watch history, but damned if I can remember. It was that good, was it? Well, maybe just for you I could do one. I'll have to get some more Plague Marines built up for it. I even painted my own Plague Marines. I was doing one of my after work naps at the desk. Well, I could have gone with one of those today. Been a busy old week. Obviously did the photos for the Intercessors and the Hellblasters over the last few days. Got all them up on the site. I spent most of the day on the Hellblasters. Really struggled with really struggled with motivation, but got them done. Also got the Inceptors out at the weekend. So his head should be dry. Should. Yeah. So there it is, looking pretty cool. I think this just goes on his back. Is that the right bit? Yeah. Peter Nicholas said last week was 18 minutes behind at the end. Yeah, mine seems to lag even more than that. Obviously I don't watch it back, but every time I finish I go back on the page and it's still streaming along. I just have the page open for the chat. So it just buffers all the time for me. J. Thomas is hoping to get a game or two in this weekend. Cool. I'm hoping we can film at the weekend. I don't know. I'm just not happy with that bit there. I'll have to ask Wayne and Jab if they are free, and if they are, we might try and get a game in. We need to film a Path to Glory trailer as well, so hopefully we can do that. Jay Thomas says, I haven't played but 3-4 games since 8 started. And that's going to go on there, isn't it? Now I want to keep the ogre separate. But I'll have to have this separate as well. No, I should be alright with that one there. I'll just glue that on there. That's not bad. Only took us an hour to get to this stage. It's pretty good going. That one's down there, which it clearly doesn't. Yeah, man, good luck in your games, yeah. If we do film at a weekend, I have no idea what we'll do. I wouldn't mind giving my Eldar a whirl. I just really need to take a half decent army / list in the next bat rep so Wayne just doesn't kick my ass again. Okay, so he's out of shot there, so we'll just stick him there. Yeah, so that's the Stonehorn. Obviously, won't go on the base yet because I just want to add some stuff to his base. He's very front heavy. Oh, there we go. Really cool. Lovely miniature. I'm very much looking forward to painting him. I'll get him primed tomorrow. So you can go over there if you want to stand up. And we shall work on the Frost Lord. Okay. Well, you know, Death Guard will get a new codex next month, so that might help increase your chances. I'm very much looking forward to that. Certainly be picking Mortarion up. So you could see me building or painting him on a live show in a few weeks. Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just having fun. If it was all about winning, I probably wouldn't play it. Oh. And for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, and we do have our subscriber competition open. I'm going to do the draw for that at the beginning of September. I'm going to add some more prizes to it as well, probably some bits bags, probably make up a few more of them. So anyone got any good suggestions for alternative Sentinel models I need for Scout Sentinel? Not off the top of my head, not without sort of converting something up. converted up one of the Skaven Storm Fiends for my other Blandjutsu warband. So he's got all like sort of guns and stuff on him and that. He'd make a pretty good scout sentinel. But if you're looking for a third party, I'm not really too sure. Pexark needs to pick up some more terrain, but still chewing through my kill teams. Yeah, I really need to get some more sort of snow-themed terrain, because in the Path to Glory we're basically all having like snow-themed bases. I need cap myself because I prefer a more narratively developed army. I need something out of the fluffy bits, and it inspires me to add something else. Well, GW are trying to encourage that, aren't they? And I'm sure when the Death Guard book comes out, you'll be able to build a nice fluffy list what's competitive as well. Dog's barking at something. I wanted to start a tower kill team, but haven't even started. To be fair, they're probably quite easy to paint, which is quite nice. Yeah, the Ink 28 group on Facebook and a few boards on Pinterest always have a big model in their warbands. Yeah, there's a few that I want to replicate at some point. There's a really cool one where they use like a front of a demigriff and it's got like sentinel legs. That's so cool. I think I saw that on Pinterest. So I read that Death Guard don't really bother with vehicles, so no vehicles in my army. Well, I think certain Vectoriums don't have vehicles so much, but they've got a new tank coming out, so they must bother a little bit. I don't know if that's just that one there. Why don't you fit? Yeah, narrative is difficult, and that's sort of both players are going for sort of a narrative theme, but right, that's sort of rests on there, so we just have to lay down and dry. So we need another arm. Which is here. So I thought I was going to have reins or something attached to it. Yep. They might have to be painted separately and added on after. Well, that's what it's going to look like. No conversion work, unfortunately. Ah, Henry is here. Hello, Henry. How are you this evening? I trust you do include a bloat drone or two. Yeah, take bloat drones, they're good. I read something else about Mortarion, gathering all the Vectorians back to him, so that inspired me to paint a different scheme for each squad or unit. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I'm having some of the Putrid Choir as well. Yeah, that's cool. I just really like I really like the Apostles of Contagion though. Probably going to do more Terran in that scheme as well. That's 3 boat drones. Cool. I've just got the one at the moment. I do want to get another one. Dried up glue there. So there he is. Don't even think about how to paint more Terran yet. I'm sure Duncan Rhodes will have an answer for you there. I hope he comes up with a video. Craig, I always enjoy watching your reaction to those Bitzbox dice. Haha. Yeah. Yeah. That last video, yeah, the Nurgle one. It's the only time I actually started getting a bit salty over them dice. Henry says, at work taking a break. Harry's the Thursday show is working out. Yeah, I'm enjoying them. It's a better time for me to do them. And we're still getting a few people in, which is nice. So that's the main thing. And the chat's always good. And that is the most important thing. So yeah, I've built what I was going to build on the show. So we could do some painting, possibly. Plenty of stuff around me to paint. Oh, one thing I can show off as well is I built a Primaris Pedro Cantor. Bit overkill on the old ammo, but I just need to glue his backpack banner. You sort of put a pin through it because it's metal, the one I've got. And I got some rope to sort of go across his chest from the Blood Angels Terminators. So I just need to trim down. But yeah, it sort of makes a good little stand-in Pedro. I don't know why the light's so terrible tonight. I didn't really plan what to do if I got this built quickly. Originally I was going to just build this dragon after, but I've already built it like before the show started. Literally just took about 20 minutes, if that. There's just nothing to it. On another note, anyone else always being cheap and buying those monopose models to convert, only to have them be a pain to convert? Do you mean like the snap fit, like Death Guard and stuff like that? They're not too bad, but they're great value. I try to get fixed cheap online. Yeah, our local stores now got their new website up and running. There's wildstormgames.co.uk. Buy stuff at discount from them. Don't think they've got everything on there yet. Oh yeah, like the AOS starter box stuff. It's cool. Yeah, when it comes to Age of Sigma, I just don't convert as much. And I think them sort of snap fit stuff sort of does put me off converting. When you get new armies like Stormcast, there's not much sort of compatible stuff to actually sort of convert them to begin with. Yeah, Dremel will really help with that. All the little miniature saws quite good. I've got this one, the GW one, that's really good. Just run my thumb on that, it doesn't do anything. But it's good for plastic. For those who might have missed it earlier, I clipped into a bit of my finger earlier today. I took a chunk out of the top, and you can't really see on camera too well, but yeah, that was fun. And Vandus is here. Hello, Vandus. I need someone was missing. Where the hell is my pallet? I have no idea where I put my pallet. Unless it's under the plastic card. I don't think it is. That is very strange. It's usually just right here. We'll just use this. That's fine. That's why God invented super glue. So yeah, Vandus, I'm just painting a librarian now because I finished building the Stonehorn, so I thought I'd just paint something. Otherwise it'll be on my desk for forever. Oh, not the camera. There we go. This is why I don't normally have the camera so close. We're getting horrible sort of shadows though, aren't we? It's like really dark where the miniature is and lighter all around it. It's just a bonus that holds plastic together. So this guy's actually going to be for my Emerald Aces army. Hence why I'm doing a shoulder pad this way. Really love the librarian model. I did get the chaplain and the apothecary as well, but they ain't even came out of their box yet. So a nice awkward shoulder pad to get to. GW brushes. Just don't want to keep a tip at all. I'll go back in and neaten that up there. Paint's drying up too quick as well. It's really hot tonight, and can't have the window open when I'm filming because too much noise outside. Which is why the dog barks every now and then. He seems to have settled down a bit. Oh, internet not so great here. Went into a country house, so kind of meh connection. Need to purchase a signal booster, else I'm ruined. Right, Dawn's down just to neaten up the shoulder pad. Yeah, so I'm lucky we're in a town, so signal's pretty good. Let's do Abaddon Black for his pipes. Don't go too bright with these. When's the next battle report? No idea. Hopefully, if we can film at the weekend, there'll be one next week. Otherwise, it could be another couple of weeks again. Because I'm going away the weekend after. Just hadn't had time to film one. The best internet you can get here is 1,000/1,000 for €80. That's quite a lot. That's expensive. That's fast, but that's expensive. I guess that's a month, right? Still expensive. Yeah, I'm only going away for a long weekend though, just because it's my other half's birthday. So we go on the Friday, so it should still be a show next Thursday. If I make sure I've got everything ready to go, should be okay. We're not going far. Just nice to get away. Yeah, €8 a month seems quite expensive, but obviously that's super fast. Wow, really paid $150 a month for dial-up back in the day. I know it used to be expensive, but that's still really expensive. Well, I pay about £40 a month for mine, and that's the fastest that's actually available in this country, and that includes line rental as well. Well, the line rental's like £15 of that, so the internet itself's only like £25 a month. Stronghold TV says hi. Hello. Always good to see a new face in the chat. How are you this evening? I'm not sure what Blight War is about. A new campaign of some sort, like the Gaz book or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's either going to be a new campaign or maybe a new little boxed game or something. Either way, as long as there's new miniatures, I'm happy. Yeah, that's just sort of just come out of the blue. But it's nice to see some stuff for Age of Sigmar, because obviously it's been 40k quite mad lately. It was PPM back then. You had to pay per minute, and you used your phone line, so it was using your phone non-stop for 100 hours a month. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember back then when it would use your phone line. The kids these days, they have no idea the struggles we went through. It's good to hear you're doing well, Stronghold TV. Backs up said, dial-up. No cell phones, so parents checking up ruined your online Halo match. Yeah, you'll be in the middle of downloading a song which takes half an hour, and then your mum wants to use the phone, so you have to stop. I remember those days. Half hour for an MP3. Using the old LimeWire or Winamx. Now you can just download an album in the blink of an eye. You guys didn't have an AOL equivalent 30-day free trial on a CD-ROM. You just register another disc at the end of the month. I remember them. It used to be everywhere. Then they got used as coasters. Yeah, we had a computer with Windows Millennium on it. Awful. Terrible. So this instruction booklet's not the best palette I've ever used. There you go, some black pipes. So we'll get some gold on them next. No resume download back then, yeah, so leaving a computer downloading something overnight could be hell if parents want to use a phone. I have a friend with a bedroom wall full of mounted AOL discs. Brilliant. That is good. Let's get some of the old black gold. Oh, change brush as well. Here's this little one. Oh. That one. You might be alright actually. Wasn't great, but it was free. Yep, you get what you pay for. So using the old scale 75 black gold. Love it. Tip on that, it's just GW brushes. Yeah, that awful dial-up noise. And how long it took to actually connect. Youngsters these days will never know. I mean, my generation is just a weird one, because sort of born in the late 80s. And for anyone sort of around that age, we grew up with like videotapes and cassettes and stuff. And then by the time we were teenagers and sort of late teens and that, you know, even DVDs were starting to get old. And it's just crazy how much technology moved so quickly just through the 90s and early noughties. Well, we didn't even have the internet until I was like 14. Now kids have got it when they're like 5. And they're like phone and stuff. It's nuts. You can still hear it, just Google Skrillex. Love it. That is funny. You know you miss dial-up porn. Yeah, well, some of them girls in that dial-up porn are probably pushing 40 now. Makes you think. Why are you waiting for that damn pic to load over 2 minutes? Yeah, it's no good if you've got foot fetish. Which I haven't, but the joke is that loads from the top. Yeah, it certainly was a weird era to grow up in. A lot of changes. Now I've got gold on here, so. Got my first cell phone and off dial-up at age 16. I remember going to work with my dad in the 90s and playing Doom and Quake. And then the year 2000 buzz. Yeah. The anticipation was half the thrill. Yeah, I love Doom. Did the same at my old workplace, he didn't even know Quake was on the PCs. Nice. I remember someone playing Doom on one of the school computers. Quake Team Fortress. Wow. That is an old one. Didn't really play sort of multiplayer online much. Red Alert 2 I did. The earliest sort of memory I have of playing a game online. I remember using a little program called Hamachi. Basically, I think it sort of tricks two computers into thinking they're on the same LAN. So you could play stuff online using games that only mainly use let you use LAN. I remember using that with my stepbrother. Just unthinkable these days with everything. You can just play online. Was it Halcyon Days of Power Rangers and Soda? Yeah, I used to be obsessed with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when I was little. Still got some of the toys somewhere, I think. Did sell a lot of it. Which I'm sort of a bit disappointed about now. I used to bring my computer over to a friend and we'd play loads of games over a coax cable. Nice. Yeah, it's a P2P connection, so you've got to be careful with Hamachi. Yeah, but this was when I was young and stupid, so, you know. I mean, yeah, back in the day, certainly got a few viruses on the old PC. Sort of young and stupid. Luckily, I was only the one who really used it. My sister sometimes used it for the Sims, and that's about it. And I think a little bit on the back, that is the gold. I use Barrel Brown for the shoulder pad trim, I think. Didn't get into PC gaming until about 16, it was all console back then, PS1 and then 64. Yeah, I mean, started off with the original Nintendo, which was awesome. The old Duck Hunt game with a little light gun. Oh. Why don't they do games with light guns these days? And yeah, then got Mega Drive. Used to love the Sonic games. There's a few games on the Mega Drive that I'd really like to just get an emulator and play again, if I remember some of the names. Who'd listen to White Zombie on the PlayStation and play Mario 64 for days? Nice. Yeah, see, I never got a Nintendo 64. After Mega Drive, it was PS1. Then it was mainly PC gaming until I got a Xbox 360. Did have a PS2 briefly though. Almost dropped him. Henry says he started with the Atari. Light guns only work on CRT TVs. That makes a lot of sense. Remember the PS4 light gun travesty? No, I have no idea what that is. I have an Xbox One, so unfortunately, all the good shit's on PS4 these days. I mean, obviously you got Kinect and Wii and stuff. No, yeah, so I haven't started with an Atari, but I have played on one. A little joystick and that. Love it. Now I'll paint a little book. Commodore 64. I remember our first computer. Got it around sort of 1993. But I have no idea what it was, and I have no idea what the operating system is, and I've really tried hard to try and find that out, but I just haven't been able to. Squeak the Stormbound says I didn't realise this was on, or I'd have joined earlier. Yeah, I do put a notification on Facebook when it goes live, but I don't know if everyone sees it straight away. We'll try and sort out something like sort of notifying people earlier. But yeah, 8 o'clock every Thursday. Same time, same place. A tiny little bit. I need to get down there. Tiny little brush. Well, this is a tiny little brush. Had an Amiga 500 after Nintendo. It was an awesome machine, way better than the PC at the time. Sadly failed. Yeah, I knew someone had an Amiga. Oh, we have a classic video game store near here. They have a warehouse full of operating arcade cabinets. Sweet! I'm trying to find a way to play the original Oregon Trail. It's the first PC game I ever played. First one I ever played was Zool, which was okay. And the best thing about Zool is the ending, because the ending is hilarious. It's so bad. Really, really bad. And also had a game called Major Striker, which was really fun. I did get a little emulator thing to play it on here. Just like a little spaceship shooting thing. Really cool. Yeah, I bet a lot of the retro stuff goes for a lot of money. I need to get a little control pad for the PC and get some emulators going. Okay. Just quickly paint his eyes. I'm thinking going green, maybe. Why not? I don't know where this brush has been, but it's fantastic for eyes. I mean, how thin that is. Manco says the first PC game for me was probably Scorched Earth. Cool. Yeah, I never played that. Right, go right over there for my green. Just got a little highlight on these eyes. I think next time I'll close the curtains downstairs, stop the dog barking at everyone who walks past. Just thinking about how much I miss the Time Crisis games. Yeah, I used to love them. Being a seaside town, we have loads of local arcades and used to play on Time Crisis games down there quite a lot. I think it was Time Crisis 3 that came bundled with a light gun for PS1. The Retro Arcade still has a T3 cabinet. Nice. Amiga was like 3 years ahead of PC in performance when they went bankrupt. Anyone remember Moonstone? Downloaded and played through it on an emulator last year because I never finished on Amiga. No, I don't remember actually. Yeah, they were good. It was a whole like VHS and Betamax thing, wasn't it? Just shows you how it goes sometimes. It's not always the best thing what ends up being the most popular. Guess it's all about just how they market them, I suppose. Nice. Got a buddy who learned to do music production on Amiga and he recently bought one again to go back to the basics. That is very cool. Yeah, because you could do a lot on the Amigas for its time. Moonstone's about 4 nights, trying to get 4 runes, bloody and very brutal with lots of different ways to kill each other. Sweet. I need to do a shoulder pad as well. Yeah. I'm carrying a green shade, so the Emerald Acer scheme is Dawnstone with 2 to 3 layers of Coilla green shade over it. So this is the first coat on the shoulder pad. And of course it ends up having a checkered pattern on there as well. Just to soak up all the excess in the middle. He's getting there. I don't know why the lights are so naff today. So I just assume it's the plasticard. He's come along nicely. I'll just watch the impurity seals next, I think. Again, the camera's not really going to focus very well, but he's getting there. I wonder if we can just... I know it's late in the day now, but we'll get rid of this plasticard. Henry says my sons grew up playing the Nintendo DS and the 3DS. We loved all the Monster Hunter series. Cool. Yeah, I sold my DS. Well, I think I had a 3DS actually. Yeah, I ended up selling that. I just bought it for Pokemon games and just got bored. Sold it. I don't know why really. I should have just kept it. I didn't need the money. There's a game I've been looking for. Played it once on a ship. You had different spaceships. Remember there being a ship from the Gradius and the one from the R-Type. You could get a boxing gloves weapon. Doesn't ring a bell. But then I can't even find out what operating system our old PC had, so shows how good I am at finding out stuff. This game is on the coin machine. Ah. Oh, an arcade one. That's cool. I don't remember sort of any old... Well, there was one. There's like an Asterix game that I used to really like on an arcade machine. I used to really like, I think it was Wonder Boy. I think Wonder Boy and Monster World. That was good. Once you use up more of your Citadel paints, are you going to experiment with other brands? I use a lot of other brands anyway. For metallics, I use a lot of these scale colour, scale 75 paints. Really good metallics. I've got loads of Vallejo. There's a few here. Got a few game colour ones lying around. I don't use them a lot. I use the Badger Minotaur paints for airbrushing. Yeah, I've got some of the army painter war paints because they match up with their primers really well. So I use a few different brands. Mainly use Citadel paints, especially for our painting videos as well, just because they're the most accessible ones that everyone has. So I don't really like using other brands in them videos. But yeah, most of the time on metallics at the moment are these scale 75 ones. But yeah, you can't really see behind me for that. This side actually. The bottom shelf there's all the Badger Minotaur paints. And if you can see right just up this corner, just between my thumb and finger, that's my game colour paints are there. So don't use them a lot though. I guess it's because they're back there and all my Citadel paints are about. Do you paint four swords different to power ones? No. I don't even cross my mind to paint it differently. Probably should. This has just done the same. I don't think I've actually finished painting this. It's just orange at the moment. I probably want to do some nice little gradient going up it. So J. Thomas don't even own any consoles. The last one he had was a PS3. The last game he played was Kingdom Hearts 2 before he sold it. Oh, okay. I don't play mine enough. I've just been playing through the original Bioshock lately. I'm sort of literally right at the end now. But I don't really play it much. I had a PlayStation and later PS2 when I was in prison. Spent more time playing games than I did anything else. When you say you was in prison, dare I ask? You worked there, right? Final Fantasy games are big winners for me. Spent over 100 to 400 hours on 8, 9 and 10. Yeah, same for me actually. I have no idea how many times I've played through 7. Played through 8 a few times, 9 a couple of times, and played through 10 and 10 too. That reminds me, I need to sell Final Fantasy 15 because I'm never going to play that again. It's good, but once it's all completed, it's completed. Quite enjoyed it. Holy shit, a sentence of 6 years in prison for manslaughter. Jesus. Had to sit 3 years in 1 day. Well, 1 day is because I escaped from custody once. So I just gave it that extra day, right? Holy shit. Learn something new about you every day. That is nuts. I don't think I could do prison. God knows what to come back to if I spent 3 years in there. Jesus. A lot of emails from people asking where their Bitzbox order is, no doubt. Oh wow, so you're quite young back then. That's good, at least by the time we got out, broadband was starting to be more mainstream. Yeah, and that I could probably I could see start gaming on the PC after I got rid of a PS3 and never looked back. Yeah, I mean I went through a phase where I was just always PC gaming. It's good. It's just to get a proper gaming PC, you got to spend about sort of three times the price of a console. So. But I certainly couldn't game much on this bloody thing. Crap. Maybe one day I'll treat myself to a new one. It's nice not having to have a tower though. Oh, you don't have a proper gaming PC, just a good enough one, which is still better than what I've got. Well, that certainly puts the mad in Mad Cow crazy, I tell you. Wow. Trusting laptop doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, give it a couple of years and the battery will never work. That's not so. It was big news at the time. Last murder here was like in the 1970s. It's like can't say that around here, even in this little town. Nuts. Lots of news places wrote about me at the time. Had my picture in the paper, and when I escaped. And when it came out, it was already caught. Yeah, see, The internet was a bit more popular back then. Could have been all over Twitter, you could have been trending. Whole court case was a big mess, they broke so many laws and rules when prosecuting me. That doesn't surprise me one bit. The whole system's a joke, isn't it? Oh, I picked up Cajun Fresh Terror 4. I could play Skyrim and Injustice, so it was good enough for me. Oh, that's not too bad then. Did you know Finland had to pay a fine to the EU each year because they broke the rules for human rights? I think the UK's been in trouble for that as well. Of course, once we leave the EU, human rights will probably be a thing of the past over here. Founder says, want to see how this conversation spins around like nuts. Which one of you got a chance to date Amelia Clark? 30-year-old girl, single at the moment, lol. Okay. Not me. That's very random. Mad cows from the Island Islands went to prison in Turku. EU law dictates that there has to be a toilet and hot and warm water in every cell. Toilet was a bucket and water you had to get before the doors locked for the day. Spent 2 years and 4 months in isolation, was perfect for me. Yeah, to be honest, I'll probably be alright with that too. Yeah, Amelia Clark is Daenerys. I'm kind of going off Daenerys in Game of Thrones though. I didn't get a chance to date her, but I wouldn't turn it down. I think my other half would have something to say about it if I did, but... She's alright, but I'd have Marjorie Tyrell any day. Arya is a more Banff girl character. I love Arya. Yeah, I'd much rather... Not like Arya wants the Iron Throne, but I'd rather see her sit on it. According to Finnish law, you have to undergo psychic evaluation with 2 months of being arrested for a hard crime. Mine was done 9 months later. Yeah, would you be the same person 9 months later? Probably not. That's crazy. Sounds like you went through some shit, but it's good to see you're doing well these days. How God today's internet, that feeling when you really want to signal the castle lightning over the bloody internet connection. Voice of the Revolution, I was so date Emilia Clarke. I think most of us would. There are other ones I prefer in Game of Thrones, but still wouldn't pass up that, would you? An opportunity. So gonna end the show in a little minute. Just want to finish off doing this thing. The 2 hours have gone pretty quick, actually. Madcase has 400 pages of his psychic evaluation. I had like 11 mental problems at the time, including borderline depression, fear of people in open places, etc. I reckon most people have quite a few sort of mental things these days. I think it's an average. Each person will have about 9, because there's so many now. Thing is, prison wasn't punishment for me; it was freedom. I had such a debilitating fear of being amongst people that isolation was paradise. Yes, crazy, isn't it? I mean, I'd certainly prefer that over mingling with other criminals. Probably a lot of people worse than you in there. I always smile when I think back to a witness in my trial. Our neighbours were called and they said if someone asked them what I looked like, they wouldn't be able to answer. Lived next door to him for 11 years. Should tell me about how much I left the house. That's crazy. I hope she sorry, I'm reading it as Guru Martin now. I hope G.R.R. Martin hurries up and finishes those damn books. He's gonna die before he finishes. Yeah, it feels like they're really rushing the season along in Game of Thrones this season. Like, because I know that they're planning on just finishing up in season 8, but they're really rushing it. They're rushing along. Right. So I'm gonna leave it there. We're about 5 minutes over, but that's fine. Yeah. So recap of today: the lovely Stonehorn. Looking forward to getting that bad boy done. I should have bought base and stuff in, and I could have done a space. And then we've got the Frost Lord. It's gonna sit on top. Sit on top like so. Dun dun dun. So yeah, maybe that'll be done by the next show. We'll see. And then, of course, Painter's Librarian, who is actually almost finished now, so very cool. So yeah, thanks everyone, and yes, so yeah, Mad Chaos, a lot of personal stuff to share with us. I hope everything is alright for you now, though. Yes, I'm gonna go check Killbox. Killbox Games. Yeah, that's really horrible, Mad Cow. Kids are bastards, and that is how we're gonna end this show. All children are bastards. So we've all had shit off them when we were young as well, no doubt. So yeah, thanks everyone again for joining me. It's been really fun. And I'm absolutely boiling, so I'm going to go outside and get some air before I melt. And I will see you all same time next week. It's 8 PM UK time, Thursdays. So catch you all later.